I'm just gonna talk to y'all. We'll see how this goes. Give it up one more time for Ebony Theater, though, for putting this on. Give it up. The crowd's really exciting. This is good to see. I'm glad that there's more Ebony than there is theater. We're gonna talk about some stuff tonight, you know? I want to talk about some stuff. There's a lot going on. My girlfriend got a puppy, right? His name's Scout. It's half Chihuahua, half Poodle, half 3 shots of espresso. It's the most adorable thing, and its ears like match its personality, so when it's all worked up, its ears are like this. It's like, you catch it pooping in the house, its ears go down. I wish I could talk to people the same way I talk to dogs, though. It doesn't matter what you say to a dog, it's how you say it. You could be like, come here, come here. Did you poop in the house? Yeah? You do it again, I'll rub your face in it, okay? Okay? I wish I could talk to people that way, man. It'd be so much easier. They just get stuff. Dogs just get stuff. I'd be like, hey, come here. No. Affirmative action isn't reverse racism. White women benefit the most. I said I'm gonna talk about some stuff, man. I had to ease y'all into it. I went to New York over the summer. Traveling, you know, it tells you a lot about the world. People in New York are mean, right? And they're rich. And you know, rich, mean people are the worst. You know, you look at them the wrong way, they might raise taxes on your family and shit. People in New York were so mean, it made me nicer. You know, I came back to Manhattan just being extra nice. You know, I would hold doors open for people halfway across the campus. I was donating plasma. People in New York were so mean, I went vegan. There was so much negativity, I just had to give back to Mother Earth, man. Then I came back here, the Little Apple, Manhattan, Kansas. It's good for 2 things: racism and Chipotle raspberry black bean dip. I'm only gonna talk about one of those. It's not the bean dip. There's been a lot going on, man. You know, there's been a lot going on this year. It's been hard, but I think K-State is making progress, you know. Shout out to Daryl Reese in the building.
Amen.
That diversity march, man. Good progress. Good progress. The progress might stop next week during Dead Week. You know, we're going to be stressed. Someone might bump into me. I'll knock the potato salad out of their hand. You know, that's a hate crime for white people. They love their potato salad, man. But I think this year's taught us a lot. And I think if it's taught us anything, you know, it's not that, I don't think most people in Manhattan are racist. I don't want to say that, right? I want to say that this year has taught us just how impactful single acts of racism can be on a whole community. That's what we've learned this year. Sometimes I give Manhattan too much benefit of the doubt. I like to think all the racist shit that's been happening was because of one group. We'll call them the K-State cool kids. I'm gonna explain what's going on in campus, and I'm gonna use a rough political metaphor. See if you can carry on. Catch along. So, right, we had that incident with the blackface. Y'all remember that last year? That was the K-State cool kids establishing their political campaign. We'll just say that the caption of the snap was their campaign slogan. Y'all remember it? Feels good to be a nigga. Ironic campaign slogan, because when no one wanted to hear their side of the story, it didn't feel too good anymore. Then, they made it through, you know, we had that incident with the noose on campus, right? We had the incident with the noose on campus. At this point, we'll say we're in the primaries. How did K-State respond? They put out this weak response, you know, they condemned it, but they didn't really say anything. But we know that when you critique something but don't tell it how to improve, gets through the primary. So now we're into this final election. Then we have these posters on campus, right? Y'all remember these posters? At this point, it's the final vote, and they know that the College of Arts and Sciences is isn't going to vote for them. And they know that agriculture college isn't going to vote for them. But they've learned through these political events that have been happening that racism is how you get votes from the electoral college. But I think we can keep this momentum going. You know, we've made real progress. We're moving into January. I call January White History Month. Why? Because it's the year people say they're going to change and then they don't. They'll have their New Year's resolution be, I'm going to be less racist this year. Come back to campus, put on their hoods. But I can't blame racists on racism is bigger than an individual problem. It's a systematic problem, right? And when our university is cutting funding to the humanities, how are we supposed to understand conflicting viewpoints, right? If it weren't for the arts and sciences, I wouldn't have known knocking potato salad out of a white person's hand was a hate crime. It's an intercultural communication class. They don't teach that in bioengineering. We learn a lot in school, right? And this study came out recently that speaks to, right, just how ingrained certain stereotypes. This study came out that said black fathers spend more quality time with their kids than white fathers. This is true. This is empirical. Yes, clap. Sorry, clap. I don't know if you're a dad or not, but if you are. Study came out, empirical evidence, right? And it's crazy because, you know, we see so many stereotypes. But I was trying to figure out, you know, like, why is this? You know, why do we have this misconception? And it's so cool. And I realized the reason black families and black fathers can spend more time with their kids is because basketball season is shorter than baseball season. Baseball season runs like all the way through the year. The only time they have off is like right now. That means the only time they have off is Thanksgiving, where they have to eat their unseasoned turkey. They got Christmas, where they have to explain to their kids, Mommy and Daddy don't love each other, that's why we got 2 trees this year. Then they got Valentine's Day, where it's like, even though we don't love each other, we got you a new sister. And while all this is happening to white families, black families are at home watching the basketball game. Russell Westbrook's Eurostep all this drama. You know, we're chilling. This racism stuff will get you though. This racism stuff, I'm mixed, okay? And so I'm half black, half white. And so I've experienced racism from a lot of sides, and it messes a lot of stuff up. Sometimes when I meet white people, they try to dap me up, and sometimes when I meet black people, they give me a firm handshake. It throws me off. Throws off my stereotypes. That said, I'm gonna finish with this one. Sometimes people are racist to both my races at the same time. In high school, like, right, girls didn't know how to flirt yet. They say shit like, but what race are you? Where it matters. Right. And I'd have to be like, I'm definitely white where it matters. On job applications. This study came out. This study came out, and it was like empirically proven people with white-sounding names are 50% more likely to get hired. I read that, and I was like, I'm naming my kid Lancelot. That's the whitest name I can do. He's never missing an internship. That's all I got. Thank you. One more time, give it up for Ebony. Follow me on Twitter.